It's a hot and sultry afternoon here in Bangkok, Thailand. We're coming to you live with the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars Women's 2026 tournament, a Group B match that features Bangladesh A taking on Sri Lanka A. This match being played at the Third Thai Cricket Ground in Bangkok. Bangladesh A skipper winning the toss, choosing to bat first, Fahima Khatun. And looking at that lineup, they'd like to put runs on the board. They have a couple of names who featured in that tournament I talked about 3 years ago. Lata Mondal was a part of that squad. Sanjida Akhtar Magla was another one who played in that emerging teams 2023 tournament. But what do we expect from this encounter? I've got Charvi Bhatt here with me. Charvi, warm welcome.
Thank you so much, Raman. It's going to be an exciting one, I'll tell you. The contest between these two teams is going to be one to watch out for. So Bangladesh looking to bat first, but want to put a big total on the board to challenge Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka as well. That playing 11 looks really strong, well composed, put together. And Sanjeevani, the captain, wicketkeeper batter, she is going to also have a lot of contribution behind the stumps. It's all about how quickly do you get to that many number of runs in less number of innings, less number of balls. The equation has changed. Here we go. We start off and right away they start off with a boundary. Too much room on the offside. And those will be the first runs. You remember Harbhajan Singh with the arms that went on the side, and how many of them did it after that? There was another very good example. Well, the legendary Kapil Dev with that high arm over the shoulder. And that's going to be a boundary. Thank you, Bangladesh, I will say, to end the over. 6 runs coming off it.
Mithali Bandara, surprising that you've used another bowler within the first 3 overs. He has pace, but that pace can be a double-edged sword. That's gone for 4. Ishma timing that and placing it well as well.
Yeah, look at that. Slightly short, wide. And a lot of batters, I tell you, they like that, don't they? Yeah, that's a top edge in the air, but in no man's land. In the vacant area of the field. They will get a couple. There's going to be a chance. She will need to hurry in, and there will be some overthrows. And is that going to cost Sri Lanka? Oh, yes, it will. Boundary as well with that. Oh, dear. Just the nerves and being on the edge. What does it do?
Uppish, but in the gap though. Decent fast outfield, and the 2 fielders on pursuit will lose the race. A lovely hit, slightly uppish, but found the gap perfectly. It's only one thing in Mithali's mind, that's poor. That is very poor by the wicket keeper. Should have been stopped. That's a basic. I haven't seen much in international cricket. Huge mix-up, huge mix-up. Batters on the same side, and Sri Lanka was looking for a wicket, and they've got it courtesy of a silly run out. Who's the first one? That's a marathon race. And on the close one does crease the bat. I think Shamima, the batter who came second in that race, has to walk back. Yeah, they made up, but still Shamima had to walk back. There was an argument. We expect that when you have a miscommunication such as that after a very good start among the 2 opening batters. Unfortunately, Shamima had to walk back. Shamima Sultana for 17, Bangladesh 48 for 1.
It's just become so hard with the spinners on, with a lack of pace. And that's straight up in the air. Calls for catch it. Fielder getting underneath it. And that's been pouched. That's going to be the second one. The spinners creating the opportunities and eventually the pressure getting to Bangladesh.
Ishma was itching for a big shot. She got to the pitch of the ball. Probably the slowness of the pitch did not get the distance, but went a long way. Kept cool. Very good technique. Hands are high. And in the end, dismisses Isma Tanjeem, who scored 30 of 25. Bangladesh 56 for 2.
Up and over. And this is going to race away for 4. Top shot. And that's what should have been when the wicket fell. Just needed to get into that better position. This is well played.
The last 5 overs have yielded only 17 runs. Something's got to give. That ball not carrying. And importantly, the batter's not even crossing for a single. Never easy for the fielder diving forward on the square. Remember, there's an adjacent strip. That's a hard surface. Look at this, the leading edge just dropping on her. By the time that dive was put in, I think in the end she did well. 6 bowlers used, 2 pacers in that, Mithali and Chetana. That's taken at mid-wicket. Another wicket goes down.
Yeah, not much pace on offer. Had to generate it, but straight to the fielder. Did not find the gap.
That's in the end taken. Another wicket goes down. 2 in the over for Satya Sandeepani.
Said that was the ploy. She's going to play her shots. Given the license, it was tossed up. Taken the bait, but straight to the fielder. In the deep end, long on. Good catch taken. Yes, Satya gets her second in the same over. Nehar goes for 1. 81 for 4, Bangladesh A. It's played well in the emerging tournament versus South Africa. They need to stitch together partnership in a quick one.
A full toss, worked away in the gap. That'll be 4. A welcome boundary that's come after 10 deliveries. Sarmin, she's got a role to play now. The strike rate's gone up to 100 for her, and she'd like to try and stay till the end with that kind of a batting strike rate.
Shamima 17. Rubia 11. Yeah, looking to go over the top. Chips it over. Finds the gap and will be a boundary.
Poor delivery. Asking to be put away. There was so much time, and ample time in fact, for Sarmeen to come down the track and still have so much time to whack it over extra cover. Bowling has been quite decent. Bowling to a field, bowling to a corridor situation. But the fielding effort's got to be applauded. Another opportunity at long on, and a very good catch. Good base and a good shot by Sarmeen, got to be said. But she had the power, not the elevation, as Bangladesh A loses another wicket here.
But Sarmeen, 29 of 27. Here we go. Tossed up in the air. And straight into the hands of the fielder. So 29 of 27 for Sarmeen Sultana. Bangladesh A, 104 for 5. And there we go. That's going to be another one. Immediately, Lata walked in, was stepping out, looking to attack. And good work by the skipper Sanjeevani behind the stumps.
Yeah, trying to step on the accelerator straight away. First ball coming down the track. Never to pitch off the ball. And beautifully done by the left arm spinner Sachini. An easy bit of stumping. Gone for a golden duck, Lata. Bangladesh 104 for 6. Catch it, says the wicket keeper. And another excellent catch. Yasanti giving the ball plenty of air with a decent strike by Fahima.
There we go. There's going to be another wicket that's going to fall off. And what a good catch that was, running in. mistimed it, lifting it over the infield. And Hansima with that catch. And that will be the 7th wicket to fall. So Fahima Khatun, the skipper, 8 of 10, and will walk back 17.4 overs. Bangladesh A, 106 for 7.
Straight away off the mark with a beautiful hit over square leg. Poor delivery, but an excellent shot by Farjana to get off the mark over square leg. Yet again, that occasion, the ball curved back in yet again. Pitched around leg stump, clips the off stump. A perfect left arm spinner's delivery, a peach, and the Nelsons does the job for Sri Lanka A.
And just that they wanted it, a delivery before she would have got a hat-trick, but nonetheless gets the wicket. Look at that. Foxter completely, just 5 for 4 for Farjana. Couldn't last out there longer. So the Nelsons still on the board. It's 1-1-1 for 8 on the board. Will it strike again? Tossed up, delivery, leading edge. Who is the keeper coming underneath? Yes, it is. Wicket number 9 and 4 for Sachini in her spell. And the Nelson still stands.
It is not for the first time in this competition that Nelson have struck, and won't be the last in cricket. How many times you've seen the Nelsons have been on the batting side's villain? Ugly hoik yet again. Easy catch by the wicketkeeper, and young Sachini has having a field day in the middle with the ball. Gone without scoring. Janathol, it's 111 for 9, Bangladesh A. Mid-wicket in place, and this time takes a very good catch. Had the presence of mind to realize where the boundary rope was. And Sri Lanka A certainly have fought back really well after the power play, courtesy of a very good catch by mid-wicket, beg your pardon, by Satya Sandeepani of Malsha to end the Bangladesh A innings for 115 in 19.5 overs.
Bangladesh after a good start. Have a look at that one. Was looking to clear once again, but a very good catch by Satya. A deep mid-wicket to wind up the Bangladesh innings for just 115. Sri Lanka A really put that pressure on Bangladesh. That was the batting. Started off, Ishma 30 of 25, Sarmeen 29 of 27, and Shamima 17 of 19 in those double digits. But everybody else could not make that contribution on the total, and all out 415 are Bangladesh A.
6 bowlers used. Mithali, so not 2 overs, not for 19. Yasanti bowled well for 1 for 24. Satya 2 for 21. Malsha was impressive, 2 for 17. But the pick of the bowlers, Sachini 4 for 14 of 4 overs in economy of 3.50, helping Sri Lanka to restrict a strong Bangladesh A lineup for 115. Right, Sri Lanka A will be happiest side going into the break. They got to come back and make 116 with the bat in the allotted 20 overs at 5.8 runs per over to win this game in Group B, the DP World Asia Cup Rising Stars Women's 2026.
Fielder at deep mid-wicket, one of the 2 boundary riders that is allowed outside the circle. Ooh, a teasing first delivery that gripped the surface and turned after dipping. Top edge is that, but it won't carry to the fielder. In fact, has gone to the vacant region. That'll go for 4. There's no one at deep square. The boundary rider was at deep mid-wicket, unable to cut that off. So Sri Lanka A are on their way.
There's a flight again, but this time she waits on it. And it's beautifully driven for 4 runs. Sanjana, 2 boundaries to start things off for Sri Lanka. First over gone, it's 8 for none. 98 matches, 67 wickets. Plenty of experience.
Swept away, but just, oh, that's going to be 4. They don't have too many runs on the board to defend, and the captain will be very disappointed with that fielding effort. close, that's given. Sanjeevani will have to walk back to the dugout. Fahima, the leg spinner strikes.
Breakthrough for Bangladesh. They needed it. When the team doesn't support you, you've got to try and take matters in your hand, in your own hand, and that's exactly what she's done here. Bit of flight, and they're just beaten for that extra bit of bounce. Right onto the pads. The length was key there. Sanjeevani gone for 6 off 4, Sri Lanka 15 for 1.
When Sri Lanka A were bowling, that swept well in the gap for 4. Placed that very well. There's a fielder at square leg and one in the deep. Despite that, Sanjana's managed to get 4. Bowl round the legs. In fact, went too far across there, did Sanjana. And she's paid the price. Wicket goes down. And there you have it, the second opening bat that Sri Lanka had out there in the middle. Will now have to walk back to the hut.
Needed this desperately. Bowled around the legs, not ideal for a batter. However, a good innings comes to an end from Sanjana. 17 off 16, Sri Lanka 25 for 2. Misfield, that's going to release the pressure right there, and that is not the way you want to do it. Bangladesh have leaked runs. They've leaked a boundary here. And that's going to help some of those nerves for Hansima.
Pulls it away, no one there. Excellently played for 4 runs by Hansima. Short again, pulled away, fielder there, deep mid wicket, filled. Was the opportunity but not taken. Oh, plays it late, deliberate, this was deliberate, smart batting. And will run down for 4.
Oh, and played on. Went on her back foot. Wanted to punch it away. And onto the stump she goes. It is going to be wicket number 3.
Here's the wicket. Yeah, a lot of turn and extra bounce, bit of extra bounce as well. Does the trick for Shorifa. Satya, she goes for 7. Sri Lanka 52 for 3. Pulls it in the air, deep mid wicket. Waits for it, takes the catch. Another one bites the dust. Shashini has to make that long walk back. Lata Mondal comes in and strikes straight away.
To pull away was the back of the lend delivery. Got that elevation, but not the distance. Played it from the bottom of the bat, didn't get it off the middle. And then a good catch taken in the end.
That's the boundary that was needed after the fall of those 2 wickets. Shots a catch it, and it went straight to the fielder. Opportunity missed on the previous ball, and her eyes lit up when she saw this shot, but couldn't find the gap.
Bangladesh could very well see themselves all the way through this game and on top of it. This is a big moment in the game. However, now another partnership broken. Hansima gone for 26 off 31. Sri Lanka 65 for 5.
Top edge, straight to the fielder and straight out of the hands. Wow, how crucial could that be? Look at the disappointment of the bowler, Sanjida. And again, better piece of timing on that one, and the result is good as well. Some good reward for some enterprising batting from Sachini.
Cheeky. Oh, good attempt at shot, third man. Almost had it. Sachini got good pace off the willow. Comes down the track, smashes it straight up in the air as long on in place. Takes it, but it tramples the line. And I think it's a 6, but I'm sure the on-field umpires will go upstairs.
Grabbed well. First step. And now steps on the boundary.
Yeah, correct signal. Very good catch by the skipper, got to be said. Comes down the track again, misses it. And Amar Kanchana, that was a hoik against the turn. The third umpire will be called, but watching it from the com box, I thought Amar Kanchana is late to get back to the crease, and the wicket keeper, who's been really good, Shamima Sultana, did the rest. Gloves behind the stumps. So, ooh, close call there.
Exactly what TV umpire Gayatri Venugopalan is trying to ensure. But after collecting, she did have to push forward in order to dislodge the bails. There's confirmation, the light in red. Shamima Sultana did well enough. She waited for it, grabbed it, then took the bails off in a flash, and hence the wicket. Break this partnership of 30 runs. Manages the wicket, does Sanjida Akhtar Megla. Amar Kanchana, after a good knock of 23 runs, has to go 95 for 6, Sri Lanka A.
Outside edge, very forced delivery for Malsha. She gets the outside edge and a very good catch yet again by Shamima Sultana, who has been very safe behind the stumps. And last ball of a spell, Sanjida picks up a third wicket.
Back-to-back wickets. Too close to cut, but good take behind the stumps from Shamima Sultana. These two pairing up again to get a wicket, and Malsha Shehani goes without troubling the scorers. Sri Lanka A 95 for 7.
Slower delivery, plenty of width. Sweeper cover in the circle, and an important boundary for Sachini. Oh, takes it outside edge. And Sachini was trying to go over long off, over extra cover. And Lata Mondal, who has been the go-to bowler for Bangladesh A in this game,
will make the difference. She was the set batter in. Outside edge, good take. Patient she was, waited for it. Was dipping in front of the fielder. But well fought knock from Sachini. Nissan Sala, 20 runs she got, 101 for 8.
slog sweep. Mid-wicket fielder takes a stunner. What a catch. Lata Mondal, who was superb with the ball, bowled her 4 overs, 2 for 20, picks up a stunner.
Wow, Lata Mondal with a screamer. Great deal of commitment shown because the ball was hanging in the air for quite some time. She ran in, and then the one-handed dive slides on and holds on to it. Take a bow, Lata Mondal. Chetana goes for 5. Sri Lanka A, 108 for 9. One wide only.
Nah, not enough, not enough. That is experience for you by the Bangladesh captain, slowing it down and asking the batter to make her own pace. And Bangladesh, they come out victorious. What a game. Winning it by 4 runs. You got to give it to Bangladesh. They never gave up. Yes, there was a collapse when they batted, but they came out with all guns blazing with the ball and some amazing fielding. In the end, beating Sri Lanka A by 4 runs.
Sri Lanka, look at the number of starts in this lineup. Hansima 26, Sanjana 17, and then Kanchana 23, Sachini 20. They all got starts, but they needed one of these batters to go through the innings and bat through right till the end. 111 for 9, agonizingly close from that target that was set by Bangladesh.
6 bowlers used by Bangladesh. I thought Sanjida was exceptional. 2 wickets in 2 to end a spell, 3 for 20. Fahima used the experience, 2 for 24. Lata under pressure delivered as well, 2 for 20. And most impressively, the extra column just resulting in 2 runs only. That made the difference. In the end, Bangladesh won the toss, batted first, 115. They were bundled out for 115, got to be said. with Ishma, Sarmain getting stars, not kicking on. Sachini, Malsha, Satya, all bowled superbly. And Sri Lanka in their reply, 111 for 9, never got going after the power play, with Hansima, Kanchana and Sachini contributing 26, 23 and 20 respectively. Sanjita, Lata, Faima, 7 wickets among them. In the end, Bangladesh A winning it by 4 runs. And the Group B standings, this is how it stands at the moment. We are tied and beating Malaysia in the morning game. The net run rate has shot up to 4.95. Bangladesh won this game with a +9 red.